Greetings everybody, this is Sherry, and are you ready to do some fascia renewal stretches? Yes, what we're going to be doing in this one, this is our first one, and so we're going to take it a little bit easy. We're just going to start to open up this beautiful line of energy in our bodies. And basically fascia, as we know, is the netting inside of us, and it intertwines and goes throughout your body, over your organs, over your muscles, and guess what? In between those fascia, think about threads, it's like a weave, are nerves, right? So what happens if your fascia is tight and there's a nerve intertwined in those little fibers? Yeah, it's going to hurt you, right? So sometimes if we could just open and stretch the fascia and get a little bit of relief there, then we'll get a relief on those nerves. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And what a perfect venue today. Look at this beautiful pool. We're out here in the desert in Anza Borrego in Southern California. We're here to just get moving and fluid. Maybe you can hear a little bit of the waterfalls in the background. It's just a beautiful day to get our fascia renewed. So first we're just going to do some gentle movements, just like rolling around a little bit. Yeah, just waking up the body. This might be your first practice of the day, right? So we're just kind of moving around. Good, take your wrists and just roll them around. Good, you got it. And then maybe take them out a little bit and roll. Yeah, we're just trying to remember to be fluid in life, right? We don't want to be so structured all the time. Good. All right, so we're going to be doing things that are progressive, which means we're going to start with a little bit more of the gentle and the easier version, but I also want you to really pace yourself, right? So if let's say if a couple steps beyond the gentle and the easier version is too much for you, then just stay with the gentle and easy version, right? Until you feel that it feels good for you. So we're going to be opening up the fascia around the shoulders. The shoulders are an area that binds us so much, the neck and the shoulder area. So we're going to start with that first. So I want you to take one hand on your chest, let's say the left hand so that we're all doing it the same, and I mirror you as always, right? We're going to be doing something called the soft shove, like you're shoving something away. So we're going to go like this. We're going to inhale out, like we're shoving something gently away, and then we're going to exhale, come back. And we're going to inhale and exhale, come back. Good, just opening up the shoulder, and inhale and exhale, come back. Very good. Other side, crisscross the chest, right? We're going to inhale, go out, and exhale back to the shoulder. And inhale out, and exhale back. And one more time, inhale out, and exhale back. Very good. Maybe you feel a little bit of movement in those inner elbow areas. Yeah, I bet you do. This time we're going to turn the neck the opposite way, okay? So this time I want you to take one hand on your hip, the other hand's going to cross over, and we're going to inhale, turn the head, and exhale, bring it back to the center. Good. Inhale, and exhale. And one more. Inhale, and exhale. Good. That starts to get the neck involved. So let's try the other side. Hand on your hip, opposite arm crosses over. We're going to inhale and turn, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Good. Did you notice my thumb is up? Good. Inhale, and exhale. Good. Now, the next time we're going to hold that. So we're going to go like this, crisscross again. We're going to inhale, and we're going to hold that motion, and we're going to gently nod up and down, just gently. We're going to start to unwind or unloosen those fibers of the fascia in the neck and the shoulder. Good. Now, when your chin is tucked down, I want you to gently turn your chin side to side like you're saying no, just a gentle movement. And then right now, in your own soma, in your own being, notice any of those sensations and maybe move your neck in any direction. Your chin can come up and sideways and just kind of explore. Good. Maybe take the arm down a little bit lower or up a little higher. Just exploring the sensations of opening. Good. And then bringing it back to the center. Good. Oh, how's that feel? Good. Shake it a little bit. Good. We'll do the other side. So we're going to crisscross. We're going to inhale and turn the head the other way. Right? And then we're going to gently take a few nods. Yeah, this is one of the most tight areas of our body here in the kind of upper back shoulder blade area, right? When your chin is down, and then just roll around. Maybe take it sideways like you're saying no, or a little gentle lift and a little gentle turn. Just find it. Find what's feeling good. Maybe the arm again is lower, and maybe the arm is higher. Good, and then bring it all the way back to the center, and then roll it out. And how about bend the knees? Yeah, getting loose. I call this the rag doll. Do the rag doll often, right? I always talk about marching, right? Marching for strength, rag doll is for fluidity. Yeah. How's that feeling? Feeling good? Good. Now we're going to incorporate, fix your shirt as always. We're going to incorporate the legs. So we're going to do the same pose. We're going to put our hands on our hips. So anytime we do anything with our balance, it's always good to stabilize, right? So stabilization here with our hands on our hips. We're going to cross over the shoulder just like we did before, and we're going to go inhale with the foot out, and exhale back. Good, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Good, this time we're gonna hold it. So hold it out there, turn your head the opposite way, and then nod your head. And if you wanna add to that little fascia stretch, you're gonna pull your fingertips back and push your palm away from you. Oh yeah. And then tucking the chin down just for a moment, just holding that beautiful stretch, and take a nice deep breath. Exhale, push out your palms. One more time, inhale. Exhale, push out the palms. And then lift your head, come all the way back to the center. Oh, are you feeling that all the way through your inner arm? Yeah, that feels good, huh? Ragdoll it, good. Okay, to the other side. Here we go, hands on your hips to start with. Opposite hand crosses over. We're gonna inhale, go out, and exhale back to center. Inhale, turn, exhale, center. Inhale, turn, exhale, center. You know the next one's the hold, so inhale, turn, hold, and then gently nod your chin down. And remember, pull those fingertips back and push the palm away if it feels good. You can nod your head if that feels good, or you can just keep it down. We'll take 2 deep breaths, so inhale, exhale, push out the palm, and again, inhale, exhale, push out the palm, lengthen on the inner arm and the chest area. Good, and then release it. Oh, that feels so good. We're waking up the body, yeah. Our fascia is getting renewed right now. Good, and let's do a nice march. Why not? Remember, if all else fails, we just do the marching, yeah. Just gets our blood pumping. So now we did some great upper body opening. Let's do some lower body. So we're gonna first start with a gentle movement, okay? So what I want you to do is just kind of move your hips around like a little hula hoop. Just little, just kind of loosening up. Good, hands around your hips, right? Good. That's gonna be important in the next movement. Go the opposite direction. Good. Now we're gonna do something called the Marilyn Monroe move. And what it is it's basically gonna be hiking up a hip like this. And when you hike up your hip, you can see how one hand drops down, the other hand is up. Good. I'm on my tippy toe with the hip up. Good. And then we're going to alternate that. And we're going to alternate that. Good. So while you're doing that, I'm going to give you a little anatomy lesson, right? So this part of your body we're moving is your pelvis and your spine, right? Your pelvis is horizontal, right? It's your hip area. And your spine is vertical. And this motion right here is a joint called the SI joint, sacroiliac joint. This area right there in that T is usually a tight spot for everybody, right? So you want to really get a little bit of that oomph to it. The Marilyn Monroe oomph, right? Yeah. In fact, in this hotel here in Anza Borrego, there's a picture of Marilyn Monroe in the lobby. So apparently she stayed here. So we're channeling Marilyn Monroe right now. How's that feeling? Feels good? Good. All right, let's go to another movie star. Why not? We're going to do Michael Jackson. This one, we're going to take our hand, one hand on your belly button. The other hand goes behind you like this with the palm out. And the movement, I'm going to go sideways so you can see. The movement is this movement. For those of you who know the yoga pose for this, right? It's the cat-cow movement, right? We're going to arch the back and we're going to round it. Good. So that lower back again. You can even have those knees softly bent. Good. How's that feel? Yeah, just kind of loosening up in the hip area. Really an important movement for us. Yeah. You got it. Good. And then come back. So now we've got the side-to-side movement, the Marilyn Monroe. We've got the Michael Jackson movement, right? So the hips are loose, and now just take a little bit wider, and do some hula hooping. This time the hula hoops are big and round. Yeah, so if you've got some low back pain, just think about that. If that fascia is thick back there, we want to get that to be smooth and fluid and a little thinner, right? So think about dense muscle fibers, right? They're thick, they're dense. We just want to separate them and just get a little bit more mobility in there. Good. How about a little bit of the arms? Why not? We opened up the arms, so just be fluid. Be fluid. Whatever is feeling good. It's organic. Yeah. Very good. Okay, so we did a little bit here on the hips, so we're preparing ourselves for a lateral bend. A lateral bend is moving the body sideways. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring both hands to our shoulders, and we're just going to take a dip down and back and down and back. See how that works? Down and back and down and back. We could go, yeah, good. Sometimes the exhale is done on the stretch to get a release, and sometimes the inhale is done on the lift, like this. Do whatever's best for you. We're just opening up the side body. Good. Now this is where it gets a little challenging. Are you ready? I think you could do it. Good. Hands on your hips. We're going to do Marilyn Monroe, right? Marilyn Monroe. Good. So let's do Marilyn Monroe with one knee bent and you're on your tippy toe. Good. Then the opposite hand is lifting up when we're doing that. So think about that. We're kind of lengthening the whole side of the body, the whole fascia area, all the way down to the bottom of your foot, right? And then we're going to alternate that like this. Good. Do you see that? Like this and like this. Do you see my shoulders are moving outside the horizontal plane? And my hips are. Yeah. We are not two-dimensional beings. I like two-dimension when we're strengthening, but three-dimension and beyond is better when we're really trying to get into the mobility and the fluidity of our bodies. Good. You got that? Do we think we could do it to the other side? Let's try it. Okay. So bend the opposite knee and the other hand goes up. See, that's the length that you want to feel. So that's what you're always going to know, right? So you're going to go down and up and down. This is a balance challenge. Yes, it is. We're on our tippy toes. Anytime you're on your tippy toes, a little challenge there. Good. How's that feeling? Where's your breath? Very good. You guys are doing it good. And how about a little march it out? Good. And a little hula hoop. Why not? Okay, we're going to work one more area of the lower body, and that's going to be the hip flexor area right in here. We have a couple muscles here. The most dominant one is the psoas. You probably have heard about that one. That's the one that is tightly contracted when we sit a lot, right? Think about driving, sitting. This whole 45-degree angle contracts that muscle. We're going to open that muscle up, and we're going to do that with the upper body and the lower body. So it looks like this. We're going to open up like this and step a foot back, stepping back, and then inhale, forward. Exhale, step back. Inhale, forward. Good. And the step back is slightly angled in that leg so you can put the heel down. Good. And then inhale. And then exhale, step back. Good. Are you feeling that in your front of your hip? Good. And opening of your chest? Yeah, your fascia is opening up. It's receiving the energy that we so want to move through our bodies. Yeah. Good. And open up. And we'll do one more time. And inhale, open. Hold that. Beautiful. Feels good? Good. Let's do the other side and we'll open up really nice and wide. So inhale, open up. Good. And back to the center. Put your hands on your hips and do a hula hoop. I hear the birds this morning. They're out early. Good. Good. And then how about a march? Very good. Okay, we're going to end it with a little thing for the foot, okay, a little movement for the foot, which is a very tight area. Fascia gets wrapped around all parts of our body, as we know, but in the foot, there's a lot because there's stabilization that needs to happen, right? So when you trip and you fall, you don't want to, screw up your foot and your ankle. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one foot back behind us. Hands are on your hips to stabilize you. And I'm going to first do a toe point, okay, a toe point. And I know for some people this is a little painful, so just be careful of the pressure that you put on your foot, and then do a windshield wiper, one direction and the other. Yeah. So stretching the front of your foot. Very good. And then come back and do the other side. So we're just going to step back. Good. And just side to side. A little stretching. Very good. Now this one I know is a killer for so many people. If it hurts you, don't do it. But slowly, gently, you're going to stretch into this. I guarantee you, and it will feel so good. Okay, so that we're the same thing. We're going to put that foot back. Now we're going to tuck the toes under as if we want to put our toenails on the ground. So you can feel that your toe is kind of like in that straight position, right? And then do the little windshield backwards and sideways. Good. How's that feeling? Oh yeah, this is good for your arches. The plantar fascia, you've heard of that? Plantar fasciitis? Yeah. That's the fascia on the bottom of the foot, and we need to get that supple and pliable again. Good. And then we'll do the other side. So we're just going to take it back, and then you can tuck the toes under. I have shoes on, so you can't quite tell, but my toenails are facing the ground. Good. And then just side to side, just stretching gently. Are you breathing? Are you breathing? Good. Working the plantar fascia. Good. And then bring it all the way back, and then a couple of marches. Good. And get wider and a couple of hula hoops. Very good. You guys did so good today. So that was our first fascia practice, and I hope that made you feel good and feel loose. So just open up big wide. Good. And then give yourself a nice hug. Good job, good job. Inhale. And exhale. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. Thank you so much for joining me here today in the desert, in the fluidity of the beautiful water around us, reminding ourselves to be fluid in our movements, to drink a lot of water, and do the fascia stretches as often as you can. Nice to see you all, and I'll see you the next time. Namaste.